What's What's poppin' Chop Squad? It's your boy Slate D Biggs for AnimeMCS, here today to start a new series. We are now into the new decade, and I thought a good way to start it off would be to talk about the 10 anime that I am watching this Winter 2020 season. From the looks of it so far, I have to say 2020 is looking pretty fantastic for anime. So I'm going to be putting out a video every day for the next 10 days covering each of the 10 anime that I am watching this season. In these videos, I will be covering BOFURI. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. Keep Your Hands Off Eizoken, Darwin's Game, Somali and the Forest Spirit, Inspector, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Id Invaded, Dorohedoro, Pet, and Infinite Dendrogram. So at this point of recording, each one of these anime have about 1 to 2 episodes out, and I just wanted to give my first impressions. And after the conclusion of all these series, I wanted to talk about which ones were my favorite and why. And the way I wanted to kick this video series off is to start with probably the cutest anime of the season. BOFURI. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. Warning, this video contains full spoilers for I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max up my defense. So if you don't want to get spoiled, go watch the first 2 episodes and then please come back to this video if you're interested.
You've been warned.
First of all, the animation, the backgrounds, they're well detailed, they're beautiful, and I expect nothing less from 2020. At this point, shame on you if your animation and your art looks terrible. Our protagonist is a cute black-haired high school girl named Kaede. She is kind of pushed to get this new VR MMO game called New World Online by her friend Lisa. She jumps right into the game with no knowledge of what's going on. She's kind of portrayed as like an airhead, ditzy. She doesn't know any better, so she spends all of the stat points that she can at the beginning of the game solely on defense. And she continues to build only defense, all while playing by herself, because at this point, Risa, her mom won't let her play the game, and she's focusing on real-world applications, like a test that's coming up. You see her getting deeper and deeper into the game, and as she progresses, she just falls in love with it more. As she takes hits, she builds up immunity to things, which is fair to say, like, she has high defense, so yeah, she's going to keep on getting hit and she's going to build up immunity. It's fair to say that other characters would probably also be building up immunities just as strong as her, because it doesn't really feel like she's putting in that much effort. If you're the kind of person that really gets into this stuff, there's so many abilities and stats that you can keep track of, and I think the New World Online game is very interesting so far. Overall, it's one of those shows that you watch when you don't want to really focus and you don't want to try and figure out what's going on and think about it too much. It's just cute, fun, isekai shenanigans. She enters a dungeon by herself where she fights a poison dragon all alone. She eats it and gains the ability to use all of its powers. So I liked the first episode a lot, and the second episode made me fall even more in love with it. I'm definitely going to finish this anime out, for sure. She's got stuns, she's full of counters, she enters this tournament, and anyone that touches her shield dies, pretty much. She can paralyze them with a stun ability, she can shoot poison everywhere. She doesn't even realize how OP she is. And we finally see her friend Lisa join the game. She joins the game under the name Sally, and they go on a quest to collect white scales from fish so Maple can get a new white shield. During this quest to collect these scales, Sally also ends up fighting her own boss by herself, and she gets her own equipment, and now they're both pimped out. And I'm excited to see where this cute little story goes from here. I hope that it keeps up the light atmosphere and it doesn't try and dig in too much plot or get too convoluted or have a dark twist at the end similar to how Overly Cautious Hero did. It was hilarious the whole way through. I loved Seiya. He was a great character. And the end just really threw me through a loop. And I feel like this isn't the kind of show that's going to do that to us. I like the light tone. You know, the characters are just really fun, and that's all it has to be about. But we'll see where it goes from here. If you guys check the show out, let me know what you thought about it. I would greatly appreciate it if the video gets shared and I get left some likes. This was my first impressions on the show. Let me know if it's something that you'd like to see me talk about more and actually go more in depth to. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I didn't want to go too in depth with it. I wanted to just lay out the synopsis and what I thought about it. So later on down the line, as I was working on these videos, I realized that I forgot to give my 1 out of 10 rating on the first 1 or 2 episodes of each series for like the first 5 or 6. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in. I know it's a little weird because I don't have any facial hair anymore, but that's just the way it is. So what I thought of the first 2 episodes of BOFURI, I honestly really enjoyed it enough to rate it an 8 out of 10. It could only possibly get worse from here. So far so good. Really loving it. Zane, what do you think of the first 2 episodes of BOFURI?
It was good.
It was good. You heard it here, folks. I look forward to talking about the next series. See y'all tomorrow. Have an awesome day.